our citizens say they don't want. Concern about side yard clearance and all that, that was our major concern. I was one of the ones concerned about that. I wanted it, when they offered a better plan, I wanted it to go back to P&Z, and we did that. And with all that being said, I think we kind of came together as a city and council, and I think this is what's best for the city for this piece of property at this time, although I wish a future developer would go drive down Turner Warnell off 287. That area was an area just like ours, a bunch of old homes and stuff, and look at what they did with the roundabouts. Don't look at the houses because they're mansions, but the way they dealt with everything in the future, I wish that would be our consideration. Other than that, we ready for a motion? No further discussion, sure. Anybody else? Okay. Well, since I'm the one that sent it back, killed it before, I'll make the motion that we approve ordinance 1321-2021 to rezone approximately 3.9772 acres of land in the St. Elizabeth subdivision described as lots 23B, 24B, 25B, otherwise known as 5910 Black-Owned Lane in River Oaks, Tarrant County, Texas, from CF Community Facility District to a PDR Plan Development District pursuant to Section 18 Plan Development District of River Oaks Zoning Ordinance 1286-2020 as amended, meeting R4 Single Family Base Restrictions pursuant to Section 11 of the River Oaks Zoning Ordinance 1286-2020 as amended in order to develop the property for single family zoning case RZ 2021-0010 PD R4, and don't ask me to read it again. usually for the motion, we don't require you to read the whole thing. Can you get John to repeat that? Yeah. I went there, the second has to repeat it. We have a motion and a second to approve ordinance number 13. What's that? I got one more thing. Y'all are going to leave calling this the church edition, aren't you?
Yes, so Heather's already come up with, we're not really sure how this works, but Heather, with y'all's permission, has already come up with how she would like to pay tribute to this. So yes, the answer is yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Basically, they said that their goal would be, whenever they come back and replat, is to name it something that pays respect to the history of the area.
Yes.
So that's what they said. So we have a motion and a second to approve ordinance number.
Can you restate what you just said?
Actually, before you do, so Heather, you have to share this.
Come on up.
You have to, the person that you spoke with.
Come on up. Steve, they're going to come on up.
Yeah? No. Okay, never mind. She does it. It's private.
Okay. They're not going to come up yet. But ultimately, what they said, John asked if what they planned on calling the eventual subdivision, the replatted subdivision, and they said that they aren't ready to share that yet, but their proposal will respect the history of the property. So. We have a motion and a second, I think still, to approve ordinance number 1321-2021, approving the rezoning for zoning case RZ 2021-0010-PD-R4. Is there any further discussion? All in favor?
Final question for the attorney. So we talked in the past about burying the exhibits and whatnot into the document.
Yes, Marvin and I worked on getting that language included in the ordinance.
All in favor, say aye. 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 Motion carries. Hey, Jolly's been here a lot more than y'all.
And he's still jolly about it.
So was that 5-0?
Yeah. Yes, motion carries 5-0. Thank you all.
Good job, council.
We move on to 14.
got item number 14, which is staff report on substandard property at 5901 Black Oak, 5962 Black Oak, 5958 Black Oak, 636 Shemey, 5416 Purdue, and 1513 Skyline. Is there any specific, I don't see Steve on here, is there any specific questions or comments the council has for Marvin on this? Okay. Seeing none, we're going to move to item number 15, which is to consider a request for use of community center for entertainers at a flat rate as requested by somebody named Shirley Wheeler. Can you hear me?
Sat there too long, I took my straight.
What you do? Everybody's leaving.
We want to point out,
We're interested in Shirley. We want to hear what they have to say.
so I want to point out, you're using outdated request forms here.
That's all we have.
If they were more outdated, they'd say Del Rey was city administrator.
We're trying to save money.
Fair enough, fair enough. You still got them, go ahead and use them.
We're trying to save money.
Go ahead.
Hey, you know, we like to bring people to the city. That's one of our goals. It always has been since we started them. We've done a little bit of everything there is to do. We still have people that don't even know. You can use that. Y'all have a community center? Every week we'll have somebody with that comment. So, we were talking the other day, me, Sherman, Cameron, about what we could do to bring people in, you know, in light of our money situation. We don't have a whole lot, and these people cost money. You know that, we've been before you before, for budgeting things. How many of you are familiar with the Crystal Springs area as far as the music venue? How many of you are really familiar with it and know what was down there?
What was in the
Yeah,
back, what's coming?
No, what happened back in the 20s?
Yeah.
That's in the 20s. They would actually truck people.
I'm trying real hard not to say I'll take your word for it.
I'm gonna ask Dan.
Well, we don't know, you know, but back in the 20s, they would actually, from stockyards in different places in town, truck people here to Crystal Springs, which is a giant spring-fed pond, and they made it to, I don't have the names of the people now, but they had all of the different names, and you would recognize a lot of the names. And they actually made a mecca for country music, which later turned into Western Swing.
Where we're going.
Yes, right there. And they had just every weekend phenomenal crowds just to come, dance, listen to the music, eat, you know, that kind of thing. Of course, they had a big catfish place down there too where you could go and fish. But long story short, we've got a lot of heritage that we could be locked into. I don't know if any of these people down there, because I don't go to any of those neighborhood meetings. Do any of y'all, or have you gone to any of the meetings to find out if they're going to incorporate any of that into what they're doing on the river?
The old plans were the new one. Sure. I got it.
Uh-huh.
I can tell you that we're probably about 6 months away from a music festival coming, celebrating Western Swing,
Yeah, I know that.
honoring that, and there is also going to be a large statue that is going to be unveiled there as well. I don't think those current developers have anything to do with it, but as you're saying, it is the birthplace of the Western Swing and bob wheels and anything actually thing. But there is a lot of that is fixed to be getting notoriety and be brought to the forefront here in about the next 6 months. I don't know the exact date right now, but I can get it for you.
Right.
November 12th and 13th, I think, it'll be at the National Hall.
Yeah. Well, I know